Hello friends, I am Minu. Today I want to talk about procrastination. What is procrastination? Procrastination is a habit where you just ignore or avoid urgent tasks in spite of having negative consequences. When people do procrastinate, they often delay urgent tasks, priorities, and instead they focus on more enjoyable, more simpler tasks. You can say that procrastination is just being lazy or just not utilizing time on priority. In our day to day life, we have so many tasks to do, but we generally avoid many of them. For example, if I want to lose weight, so what should I do? I need to do workout. I need to go to gym. I need to go to run. But I don't do that. Why? Because I just procrastinate. I just avoid doing it. I'm just lying down in bed. I'm just thinking, okay, I'll do from tomorrow. And tomorrow again, I'll say, I'll do from tomorrow. Let me sleep for 5-10 minutes more, and then I'll sleep for half an hour. That generally happens with people because we avoid things. And I know that I have that consequences of not getting up and not going for workout. Why? Because I'm just being lazy. I know that even I'm not doing that, I will not be able to lose weight, and more often I'll gain weight because I'm not doing any physical activity. That is important for everyone to work out, to do physical activity. Although I know it's not hard to get up and go to gym, but I chose relaxation, more easy work, just lying down. That's what people do. And they face consequences. There can be n number of things you can count and you can think of which you can procrastinate. And you are procrastinating. You are avoiding, you are delaying. There could be some work related issues. There could be your self-development or your personal health issues. You can do it. Once I wanted to do something about my video post. I was delaying. I have to get up, I have to get ready, and then I have to just check the content, and I have to record a video. Then I joined a group, and this avoiding this task got just bloomed. And I started working on my videos. You have my videos now, right? So that's the proof. I am just stopping procrastination. So that's how I'm growing myself. Because if I keep avoiding things, I cannot grow. Why do we procrastinate? Reasons? Let's discuss 10 reasons and the solutions as well. Because if we are talking about problem, there should be some solution as well. So, let's go ahead and one by one we will discuss each one of the reason and we will discuss the solution. First reason is fear of outcome. Generally, we don't try any new work or any new task because we have a fear that what would be the outcome? What if I fail? What if it does not work? What people will say? And we stop working towards our success, towards our growth. Best way to overcome this fear of outcome, is to break down the task in small pieces and start doing it. Because you can take risk of doing small pieces, and small pieces if you do daily, you can do the task completely and you won't get fear of anything. For example, if you have to eat a whole elephant, if you are asked to eat whole elephant, how will you eat? Will you eat whole? No, it's not possible. You can eat piece by piece, right? So that's how you have to break down your task and you start doing it. As soon as you are starting doing it, and you will get to know that okay, at some point of time that there is some issue, so you can resolve it. So you can improvise in the process as well, and the outcome will be good. That will be in your favor. So do that. Don't procrastinate. Many a times we think that we have lots of time so that we can finish this work later. But that postponing things sometimes becomes hurdle for us or problem for us, because at the last moment you get panic and you are just out of your mind. How to do this work now? How to finish this work? Usually we used to do this in our MBA exams. Whole semester we were like, okay, we are studying, but at the time of exam, the last moment we were reading and we were revising each and every chapter. That is working sometime, but not always. Sometimes it happens that uncertain thing can come at the last moment and you won't be able to finish that. So break down your task in smaller pieces again and start doing it in the given time frame, so you will be able to complete. You should not burden yourself at the moment like, okay, I have to do this, that, everything at the same time. But yes, you can break down and you can plan your day or week accordingly so that you can finish everything and nothing will be left for the last moment. You can give finishing touch. Third reason, many times we have lots of options, we get confused what to choose and we don't know what to choose, so we delay things. Okay, kya karu, and what to do, and you leave it. And sometimes it creates panic, you feel sick, you feel helpless because you don't know what to do. Solution is, if you have lots of options, write it down. Think each and every option thoroughly. What is pros and cons for each and all your options? If you are writing it down, it will give you a clear picture which will work better. And you can just cut it down or you can delete that option from your list. So that will be easy for you. You can find best option when you start analyzing each and every options. And sometimes it happens that you get two options and you are still confused what to choose. So in that case, you can go for one, and second option you can keep it as backup, right? You can do that. So instead of delaying things, you can just start planning like this. Fourth reason is, I don't have time. Generally we do that. Whenever we have to just ignore or avoid anything, we say, I don't have time. Really? Time is 24 hours for everyone, but it depends on us how we utilize this. So, list down your work, like you may be having lots of work. So list down, give them priority for the day and finish whatever is the priority one. So in that way, you will not be losing any important work or urgent work. Otherwise, because of I don't have time and you are just stuck up with lots of work in your mind, you will not be able to finish anything. So list down and make a priority and do the priority 1, 2, 3 accordingly. Finish your work and you are done with the day. And similarly, you can plan for each day. Like, I will plan for tomorrow tonight. So that will give me clear picture what should I do tomorrow. And I can plan, I can utilize my time effectively. Helplessness in the face of complexity. If we take any task, just somebody said and we took the task, or our boss or manager said that, okay, you have to do this work. And we took it without analyzing anything. And after that, we analyze, oh my god, it's too complex. How can I do? That is, if the task is complex, it's natural we get panic. And in that panic mode, we generally delay things. It's too complex. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. And we never do it. So, what's the solution for it? There are so many solutions. If the task is complex and you feel that you are not having any solution for that, or how will you solve it, you have so many questions, doubts, go and check with somebody. Ask for help. It's not a bad or discouraging idea to ask for help. It's always good that you ask somebody to help you. You can do brainstorming with your team and you can have wonderful ideas. You can break down those tasks in simpler form or simple small tasks, and you can plan it accordingly. But the thing is that you have to go with the positive mindset, positive thinking. Think positive that yes, you can do it. And if you have that thing in your mind and your heart that you can do it, you will always look for solution and you will get it. Sixth reason is our laziness and rebellious nature. Many times we feel that, oh no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Sometimes you can imagine that in your home also there would be some situation that you want to sleep or you want to watch a movie and somebody is asking you to go for buy vegetables or milk or something like that. It happens, right? At every home it happens. That time we feel that why would I do this? That is kind of rebellious nature. You feel lazy and then you feel rebellious. No, why would I do this? I want to watch a movie. I don't want to go for buying vegetables or milk or anything else. Why would I? Or even children, they behave like that. Because if you ask them to study, they will say, no, I won't do it. And if you say that, okay, 4 hours you have to study, they will feel, no, why would I? Not 4 hours. But if you give option like, okay, as soon as you finish this much of study, we'll go and have fun. Then that would be encouraging, right? So that laziness and rebellious nature is in our control. We can control it. So we can diversify, we can just change our attitude, change our mindset about the thing or the task, and we can complete it. And always remember the consequences of not doing the task. 7th is lack of motivation. Generally, we tend to have motivation from outside, but that should be from inside. We should feel motivated from inside. For example, we are just delaying things for going to gym or anything. But what if after any task we do and we set a reward for it? Like if I come from gym, I'll have yummy chocolate protein shake. That can be reward for me. I can give some reward to myself, and that reward will motivate me. Otherwise, I'll be, no yaar, why would I go to gym? Why would I go for exercise? No. So that can motivate you. Another example I can give you for IT return, income tax return. Many people feel lazy about it. Okay, we will do at the last moment. What if you can do it now and finish it off? And why would you do that? You can have that, okay, I can get refund. And that refund will act as a reward for you. Eighth reason is lack of focus and fatigue. Generally, we get distracted easily. While we are checking emails, suddenly some pop-up came that somebody wants to chat with us. We do that. If we are chatting someone and some phone call comes, we do that. We get distracted. If we are typing on an urgent mail and some call come up, we just take it and we forget about the content of that email. That happens, right? At everywhere you can find that. In every, whether it's work or home or anywhere, you will find that. So how to stop yourself getting distracted? You can set a plan or rule for yourself. For example, if you want to read something or if you want to study for suppose 1 hour, if you want to read, for that moment, for those 1 hour or for that 1 hour, you can just put your mobile on silent and flip it off, and you can just go ahead and read. You don't have to just check and everything. And why I'm asking you to put on silent, so that you, after later on, you can check what kind of what calls you have missed and what messages you have missed, so that later on the priority you can call them. So if you are not getting that notification or any sound of your mobile, you can peacefully work or study. Similarly, you can plan your day or you can set an interval so that you can check your social media or anything, because social media we generally get distracted. We just go to watch something or to check something, and then we go and on after this post, after that post, after that, and that is endless chain. So we can stop that. And to come over from this fatigue, we can have good sleep, good food, fruits, vegetables, less of carbohydrate, and we can feel energetic. Ninth reason is we don't know what we are chasing. Many a times we just set our goal in a vague manner, in a broader manner, and we don't know what to do. And in that case, we just avoid doing that task because we don't know what we are doing and what is the last outcome we want. For example, as I am taking health as an example, I should have fixed plan. If I want to be fit, what should be the criteria? Fixed thing. Okay, my weight should be 50 kg, my BMI should be in this, my body weight or body fat should be under this line. This should be criteria. There should be any fixed measurement. So if you want to plan something or if you want to set any goal, give it a measurable thing or put it as a measurable scale. It should not be in a vague or broader manner, because you will get distracted easily. Because you are not checking or you are not seeing where you are going, or you are not focused on your goal. You won't find yourself focused. So plan or set a goal with a measurable scale. Last but not the least, our 10th reason is being perfectionist. Many of us tend to do things in a perfect manner. We want our outcome flawless. But is that possible always? No. If suppose we are trying to establish a new business, there would be learnings. Many a times you have to improvise. It cannot be flawless. So you have to be open-minded and a positive thinker and accept learnings. Instead of going for perfection, you should go for learnings. You should learn things and apply. You can improvise. In that case, we should always take help of In this case, we should always take help of visualization. We should always visualize the best outcome, the worst situation. What could be the worst scenario? If you are mentally prepared about that, you can deal with this situation as well, being a perfectionist. Because nothing is perfect in this world, right? So, I'm sure applying this solution, you can find these reasons. One of the reason you would be also procrastinating or avoiding things in your life. So apply these solutions to your task and do that. Stop procrastinating and grow yourself and be a better version of yourself.